Just think, if a Shaolin warrior starts studying in an armed school, what will happen to the other children? Something similar happens to the rest of the children. Today's story begins with a boy named Liu who used to teach Kung Fu in a Shaolin Gurukul. He has been training here since birth. One day he went to the temple of the Gurukul and apologized because what he was going to do now might not be right. At that time, a warrior attacked him from the side. Li was shocked by the sudden attack, but somehow he faced the attack. The warrior threw him on the wall, but he came back by licking. He attacked the warrior's sign in the air itself and defeated him in a few moments. After this, it was the turn of the swordsman warrior. He was also defeated by his ability. After this, he moved towards the third warrior. Although that warrior was sitting in meditation, still, on hearing the sound of Liu, he smashed his rosary in the mirror, due to which Li's eyes fell and he fell on the ground. Li slammed Li on the floor. He was about to win but slipped and escaped. Then a fierce fight started between the two. In the end, Li won. Then Li bowed his head in the temple and went out. The teacher of Gurukul told him that he had shown the most talent in the exam, so he would get a chance to go to a new school in the city. In the city, he would stay with a family of 3 people, 2 children, and one of them was their father. That man was a scientist who knew the teacher of Gurukul. After this, Li went to the new city. There was a 15-year-old boy named Fan in the school who was a Taekwondo player. His younger sister Shan-Shan loved her brother very much. She used to manage the school's Tycoon Club. She used to tell him his shortcomings after watching Fan's fight so that he could become better. Li's brother was a glutton. He did not think of anything except eating all the time. All 4 of them were good friends and lived nearby. Their fathers are 2 brothers. He made shoes for less money by working hard. His wife passed away many years ago, so now he is busy with work. He was making a special device that was being eyed by the goons of the city. 2 of them called the children, but Land was not happy because the doctor promised to come soon and asked them to open the gift he had sent to their house. The box contained the same device that the goons wanted to steal. He knocked on the door and Land brought him inside. She took him to show his room, and there his father was held captive by the goons. The gang leader Larry threatened him and asked him to give the device. The doctor said that there was no such device. He told that he was working on AI technology so that his children could talk to a robot with their own human voice. But Lahri did not believe him. She found out from the CCTV footage that he took the responsibility of stealing the device. Slope and Fist were very happy because this was their first mission after becoming goons. Both of them changed their clothes and stood outside Land's house. One of them decided to enter inside at night, but then the other one started saying the children have to go to school anyway, and they will steal it during the day. What happened? At home, Li was learning the ways of the new city. He saw Land watching a Taekwondo match, and he also found this game interesting. At night, when he sat down to meditate, they both started arguing because of Yu's video game, but soon both of them started enjoying the video game together. On the other hand, when Lan opened the gift box in her room, a panda knife was found in it. She did not know that it was a panda pin drive, which the goons had been after for so long. When Lan pressed the button, the panda asked him to set the password. Then Land asked what kind of password, and unknowingly the same password was set. Then on turning on the panda, he found out that it had his man's artificial intelligence voice. The next morning, Li left for the first day of school with Yu and Land. Those 2 goons saw the children going out and decided to execute their plan. But then one of them noticed the panda chain that Lan had tied to his garden. Now they made a plan to take Land to China with that device. On the way, they introduced Land to fans. At the same time, a goon stealthily stole the panda and ran away from there. Then Lan saw him and showing his agility, he caught the goon quickly. Fan also came to support him and both of them together beat up the goon, but the goon still did not listen and once again stole the panda and ran away. Now all those friends together threw him in the garbage bin. He was robbed from the road after being fitted with a helmet. Then in school, the children of Li's class were surprised to see a Shaolin warrior. She started asking him if he could ever marry her. He started asking her strange questions. Can you marry me? Brother, show me your kung fu once. Brother, show me your kung fu once. It will be fun. Finally, the teacher calmed them down and told them to do all this during the play period. During the play period, their coach told them that their chustafurti, fatness, test would be done next month, and whoever did not pass it would not be able to go to the next class. Hearing this, Lee's condition became weak because he was very fat. God knows how difficult it was for Bhai Saheb to walk. Then the coach made everyone run 100 meters. He completed 2 rounds before the time while the other children were still in the first round. After this, they were asked to do push-ups in which he was already an expert, and he did more than 100 push-ups. He did more push-ups than the other children could even do too. Later he started doing push-ups with one hand. Seeing his ability, all the children started jumping. Then it was Lee's turn to jump high. This was a cakewalk for Lee. Poor guy fell down on his face. There, Dr. Hans Larry had locked him in a chair and was harassing him by hitting him with golf balls. At night, those 2 goons saw an opportunity and entered Land's house. At one point, Lee noticed them and started scaring them by hiding behind a toy. But they soon saw him and attacked him. When Land reached there, the goons stole the panda and fled. Lee told the whole story to Lee and Yu, but both of them thought that he was joking. After this, we see that those 2 goons were stuffing golf balls in their mouths. Actually, they had mistakenly put the same chain instead of the panda's chain. The one who was watching had stolen the perfume. Larry had to sell a special device to a company within 3 days, and that is why he started getting restless. In a fit of anger, he shot golf ball at those 2 goons and threatened them and ordered them to bring that special device as soon as possible. Next day, all the children were watching the Taekwondo competition in the school. There, sitting behind, you are Shan-Shan, 2 ugly girls started talking. These girls were none other than those 2 goons who had come there in disguise. They saw the panda on the garden of the land, and both of them started waiting for the right opportunity to steal it. At the same time, Lee challenged Fan to a fight. To see this interesting fight, all the children ran ahead. Now, seeing the right opportunity, the goons tried to steal the panda from the garden, but in this process, their fake hair got stuck there. In the fight, Fan and Lee were competing fiercely. Both were overpowering each other. Finally, both of them decided not to kill each other, and the fight ended. At that moment, everyone turned back and recognized those 2 goons. The children together attacked them, but this time they threatened to kill a girl and ran away with the panda device. Then the children together went to the principal and called the police and explained the whole matter. Pahili was considering himself responsible for all this because if he had not challenged the Fan, Land would not have gone away from her garden, but the other children consoled him that he should not think like this. Finally, Lahiri got hold of that device, and through it he ran a program on the computer, but he did not know that a password was needed to use it. He asked some programmers to open the program, but even after the whole day passed, he could not get anything. Now Lahiri's anger had crossed all limits. Then he saw a message from his daughter on Dr. Han's phone. Land wanted her father to come home tomorrow for her birthday. Larry promised to be at the party tomorrow on behalf of Dr. Han. The next day, Lon and her friends were preparing for the birthday party. The rest of them went to get gifts for Lon, leaving Land alone at home. At that time, Lon got a message from her father that he was outside the house. But as soon as she came out, someone kidnapped her and took her away in a car. At that time, Lee and his friends kidnapped Land. They saw him in the van and started chasing him with their bicycles. Finally, everyone reached Dr. Han's lab and started crying for Land. There was an argument going on between Larry and his business partner because Larry was going to sell him a special device tomorrow, but he did not know the password till now. Now Larry got angry and put a knife on Land's neck and asked him for the password. Land replied that he had such a password, and at the same time the program started. Outside, the 2 goons were guarding the base. Lou and Fan attacked them and defeated them in a few moments. But after this, they encountered Larry's man Bradley. He was also a dangerous fighter. That is why Lee and Fan together were not able to defeat him. Inside the lab, Larry's deal was about to be finalized when you came and secretly released his sister and father. He also reached there and fought with the goons. At the same time, Lahiri ran out with the pin drive bag, but Dr. Han, you and Land together beat him up. Once again, the Fan came to fight with Bradley, and finally both of them together managed to eat him. Finally, the police also reached there and caught all the goons. Later, Lee and you were given medals by the principal for their bravery. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.